Let me call in Michael and see if he can help me with this at all. All right, nice deep breath in. Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Breathe in his essence. Woo! Oh, hello, Michael. Oh my goodness, he came down really fast. Thank you, thank you. I do need you. Thank you. He's yelling at me right now. He's like, you need to meditate more. You need to meditate more. You need to meditate more. So let's see what Michael has for us today. There is this really beautiful, I don't even know what to call it. It's like this sparkly, golden armor. He's telling me it's armor, but it doesn't look like armor because you can see right through it and you can move through it. It's not like real armor that we make, like metal armor. It's spiritual armor that he wishes to attune everybody with, if you so choose. And it's sort of like this, kind of like this layer of this beautiful light, golden sparkly light, and it's like forming to the body, the entire body. It's like forming right to the skin. Excuse me. So if you are open to it, you may accept this from Michael today. I accept in my highest good. Thank you, Michael. I wish to only amplify what is already there. I am not giving you brand new armor. You have it already. You've done such a great job of building your own armor or spiritual grit, as you were saying earlier. I only wish to amplify what is already there. I only wish to help you see how much more powerful you can be. The only thing that is standing in the way of you and your peace, your freedom, your happiness, your joy is your mind, your thoughts, your perceptions. And if I may amplify your spiritual armor, you will see that you are absolutely protected in all ways. And it is not something that is coming outside of you, but it is something coming from within you. There's true divinity inside each and every one of you, from birth to death, promised and could never separate, even if you tried. It is always there within you. It is always guiding you. It is you. You are doing it. However, your thoughts, the ones that you choose to see as you, keep you from recognizing this about yourself. You are not your thoughts, my children. You are not anything other than observance and choosing. Your thoughts are simply opinions of your body, of the mechanism by which you walk around this earth. The replays of others in your mind, memories, judgments that you've decided to hold from others, from outside sources, Because I want to help you understand that judgments do not come from inside. They only come from outside. And when you hear these things and you see these things and you say, ah, that is the truth, it becomes part of you in your brain. And the energy in your brain runs over that memory. Every time a similar event happens of the same vibration as that particular memory. It is not you. It never was you. It is only outside of you. And it is up to you to decide that you will no longer think that you will no longer be that. Because it's simply untrue. I would not say that it is a mistake that you think these things, but it is part of your outer environment that you have taken on, which is also part of your journey. You are meant to see everything. You are meant to experience everything and decide for yourself if that is what you will do, if that is your truth. To experience the world around you, the people, everything, and decide, yes, this is for me, or no, this is not for me. And so, I know that I make it sound so simple. Simply pluck this memory from your brain and you will no longer be it. Wouldn't it be nice if it was that simple? At times it can be, especially if you catch it as it is coming into your brain, a new judgment or a new thought, and you can say no to it. But one that has been there for many, many years, one that has been traversed by you, by your consciousness, many, many years, it takes grit to change that. It is not impossible at all. It must be something that you do consciously to stop choosing the thoughts that are harming you. It is important for you to be honest with yourself about your current circumstances so that you can choose. And so I do not wish for any of you to deny your current reality, but practice thought from long ago. No, it's unnecessary. And it only makes it more difficult to choose in the now what is truly meant for you. You are strong enough, you are brave enough, and you are powerful enough. Please have belief in yourself. You really, really can do anything you want. It just may take some time to get there. And my wish is for you not to give up along the way. Some journeys are short, some journeys are long, some journeys are straightforward, and some are very, very confusing and winding. And they are all perfect and right for you if that is what you choose. And we will back you up every time when you genuinely choose something. When you choose for yourself and you disagree in your head from old thinking, this is where your discord happens. This is where intrusive thoughts come in. Because you want better for yourself, but you have a hard time thinking that into existence. Living that life. It's a daily practice. And yes, I did say that you need to meditate more. You must. If you wish to do what I am asking and telling you are capable of and in this time, Meditation is the key. Your lives are all so busy, and you have so much time to be on your phone or to be talking to someone else or to be watching TV. Don't you have 15 minutes for me every day? You can't find 15 minutes for me? I think you can. If you cannot make it every single day, of course we will understand. But I wish for you to make that your goal, to try for that. It will change everything for you. It will not be so much of a struggle. It will not be so difficult to remove these judgmental thoughts in your mind. And with love, we will create new pathways in your mind, you and I. And I will help you do whatever it is that you want to do. But I will not do it for you. I cannot. And that is why I tell you today that this armor that I give to you, it is simply to amplify, because I cannot do it for you. I can only help you see that you can be stronger. When difficulty arises, understand that this is your opportunity to choose different, to choose more, to choose better. Whatever better is. And we don't care what it is that you choose. You could choose worse for yourself, and we would still help. We must do what you ask us. But rarely ever do you choose worse. With your heart and with your soul, you always choose better. But with your actions, you do worse sometimes. And we just wish to align you with your heart. So call upon me when you wish to meditate, to regain your power, and I will help you. Ooh, wow, thank you, Michael. Holy cow. That was beautiful. Damn, the meditation, man. Yeah, I've been slacking on meditation for a long time. For a long time. And I think for me, I slack on it because when I do this for you guys, for all of us, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm meditating. And they're like, that's not meditating. Like, that's connecting. You're getting answers, but that's not meditating. You need to meditate. So I'm trying to shoehorn that. And they're like, no, meditation. And to be honest, it would be better if we could do it more than once a day. But he's like, bare minimum 15 minutes a day. You got that. You have to be able to find that. Maybe when you're on the toilet, you can find 15 minutes. It could be any time. So we're going to do Gabriel, guys. Gabriel. Ready? Nice deep breath in. Archangel Gabriel, I call upon you now. Breathe in his essence. Ooh. Oh, he came in really nice. Oh, there's this interesting feeling that I'm having in my head. I feel as though what Gabriel's doing now is he's wanting to do a healing on our minds, our brain, the physical part of your brain. Oh, that's the body change. Oh, thank you so much, Gabriel. Thank you. Okay. So what he's doing, and if you want to receive the healing. All you have to do is just be accepting of it. You don't have to necessarily say anything. I like to say, thank you, Gabriel. I do accept this in my highest good. And so what he is doing here is he is helping us to, okay, so the neural pathways are grooves in your brain that your neurons go over, and this is your mind thinking, okay? And so the pathways in which we have already forgotten about, he is helping us to fill in that groove. The ones that we're wanting to release, the ones that we're wanting to not go down anymore. He is creating resistance in that groove for us. Excuse me. Ooh, release. And then we are able to have an easier time changing that thought process, allowing ourselves not to go down that pathway any longer. He wishes to provide us a little bit more ease to what we're already doing. My dears, I am not typically the healing type. However, today, I do wish to impart to you this healing. I find it to be very useful and necessary for your spiritual growth, your mental growth, your emotional growth. And I do believe that you will hear me even better with this particular healing. You may not know this, but us angels and your other spirit guides, we use your neural pathways to speak to you. We put our energy down into your brain through your crown chakra. And the ways in which we speak to you is through these neural pathways. And when your neural pathways are clouded with these judgments, then it is more difficult for us to be heard by you. And we always hold our position inside your mind, speaking to you telepathically. It does take practice, and of course meditation does help. And it is a process of lessening the noise in your mind and amplifying our voices. It's not something that will happen for you overnight, but it will happen quickly if this is something that you truly do desire and you put forth effort towards it consistently. Consistency. Such a bad word. I shouldn't laugh at my own jokes. But my dears, consistency is something that will help you in your pursuits, in your journey. Having something be the same. Now, these consistencies over time will also change. And that is not to say that once these consistencies change that you cannot have any consistencies. I wish you to see this as a blob rolling down a hill, constantly forming newness, but is still the same. This is the same as your experience. Your experience is ever changing, but it is still the same. And the more that you allow yourself to go with the flow of this energy that wishes to change consistently and also be consistent, an oxymoron maybe. It takes time for you to find balance within that, yes. It's not impossible, but it does take practice. All of it is practice, my dears. And you're very good at practicing things that are in your physical hands. You're very good at practicing games and classes, tests, hobbies, responsibilities, jobs. Very good at practicing those things and becoming very good at them. And I am encouraging you to now make the practice in your mind and in your heart more consistent so that you may master this as well. Now, mastering this doesn't seem like it does in the physical, as if you have a job. There is a time where you will learn everything you need to know about this one job. When it comes to your mind and your heart, you will never know everything. Because the minute that you master one thing, there is another thing for you to learn. Some of you see this as a punishment, and some of you see this as a joy and an adventure. Either way, it will persist. It will always happen this way. The time it takes you to master one thing and move on to the next is up to you. And I implore for you to have balance within that as well. Do not race after these things and become a master so quickly that you are getting ahead of yourself and suddenly falling down the hill, feet over your head. But there is stubbornness that keeps you from moving forward as well. And there is a medium to be had where you are moving slow enough that you are able to move fluidly with these new things that are coming into your mind and into your heart. And you are not having resentment for the change. You are having excitement for the change. And understanding the change and the uncomfortability that comes along with that takes time as well. We are always here for you to help you understand that change in a deeper way. We are always here for you. We're always here for you. Whatever it is that you need. We do not simply respond to your thoughts. We respond to your heart. And that is the beauty of our job. Because your heart will tell us things that your mind doesn't want to think. Your heart will tell us what you truly want. And then we will guide you on that path. Wherever your heart is leading you. And this is why we always encourage you to become more authentic in your desires. Because that's where we're guiding you. And it would be easier for you if you allowed yourself to go down that path. Many of the difficulties you experience are from resisting what your heart wants, or choosing for it to be difficult and painful rather than exciting and adventurous. There are two ways to look at everything, sometimes more. And I am encouraging you now to find positivity within the difficulty. It is always your choice to look at any experience that you have, either through the veil of fear or through the veil of love. It is your choice. And there is a spectrum from fear to love that is quite complicated. How do you know? Your body tells you. Your body feels what you are thinking reflected back at your journey. Sometimes the silence is uncomfortable too. Ask yourself why. When you are feeling uncomfortable, where is the uncomfortability coming from? Is it through fear or is it through love? Is it through a wanting or is it through a resistance? And you may always ask us for help. And the best way to do that is through meditation. You're all so dear to me. And I will be waiting alongside my brothers and sisters to guide you where your heart leads. Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you, Gabriel. We're going to call in Lucifer just the way that we did with everyone else. Nice deep breath in. Archangel Lucifer, I call upon you now. Breathe in his essence. Oh, there's this really, really big feeling that I feel in my chest. It's like a full feeling. Deep, deep, deep and powerful love. Oh, it's like it's filling up my whole body. I can feel it up in my throat and down in my stomach. Ooh. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you, Lucifer. I think that he's not doing an attunement or a healing or anything like that. There's this feeling of like not wanting to overwhelm, and just have a message and just impart love. And I think that's the feeling that I'm getting the most, is just this desire to give and spread love. And the light, it's so interesting because I can feel the light coming from behind me and shining outward. So it's sort of like this feeling of like assisting and shining our own light. This really beautiful, yeah. And it's so interesting because when I said Archangel Lucifer, I could feel this sort of like huge, there was like a feeling of a smile, which is weird because you can't really necessarily feel a smile, right? There's just like this feeling of a big smile and this like thank you, right? Like there was just this like thank you for using my full name. Yeah, which I know it's not really Lucifer. I think it's something else, but that's the way we know him, right? But the archangel part was like really, he really liked it. So he is an angel. So he has a bit of a message for us. So I'm going to allow him to deliver that message. My love for you is infinite. It always has been and it always will be. My job here, my job is to shine your light so that you can see it, to reflect back at you who you truly are. So you can see it. The bringer of light is the light that lives in you, your truth. Your human body is just temporary. It is a useful vessel for the light inside of you to travel in. And we love it. We love your body. But the light sometimes can be difficult for you to see. Everyone else sees it, my dears. And many people have different reactions to your light. And I'm sure that you understand. Some people are so excited by it and they just want more of you and they want to be around you all the time and tell you how beautiful you are because they don't understand that it's your light. It's your divinity. And then there are others who see your light and your divinity and they are afraid of it. Because, my dears, when you shine your light at others, you are doing my job too. You are showing them their own divinity. And I simply wish to help you amplify your light through your eyes and not for anyone other than you. And this is my misunderstanding. I am maybe a bit selfish in my pursuit of showing you your own light, just you, and not sharing it with others, not in the ways that you do that harm your heart. Keep it for yourself. Because if you keep it for yourself, they will benefit anyway. And I use this word selfish in jest, of course. There are many out there that wish to exploit your light, manipulate your light. Many, many, many things in your world do this. And just like my brothers, I am always calling you to your truth. I am sitting inside of the part of your heart that gets the least amount of attention. The part that is so difficult for you to look at. That is where you will find me. And this is the misconception, my dears, because, yes, the energies outside of you wish to paint this part of your heart, this part of your light, as selfish, as unpleasant, as something to be judged. No. There is a big difference between selfish and self-centered. Neither are wrong, and I want you to understand that as well. But your society has painted selfishness as self-centeredness. And this small nuance has also painted me. I simply wish for you to be so selfish that you are able to find the parts of your heart that have been missing from you for such a long time, from your consciousness. They're always in your body. They're always a part of you. But you just have not looked this way. And I am always guiding you there. Every day, every day. But in order for you to see these parts of yourself, these parts of your light that have been hidden, you must go through what seems like darkness. You must go through the judgments, the intrusive thoughts, the judgments, the hatred, the resentment. You must face it and release it. And I sit in this part of your light at all times to call you here, to call you to it, and show it to you, so that you can see how beautiful you are, how perfect you are. Even with all of your judgments and all of your hatred and resentment, you are perfect. And I will never have any other belief. And I will do my damnedest to get you to believe it too. And so I will sit here all by myself as long as I need to get you to see this too. I love you all so very much. And when you finally see it, you will see me too. And for now, I will outstretch my arm through the darkness to help guide you through. You don't need to be afraid of yourself. Don't need to be afraid of me. But if you are, I understand. And I do not take offense. I will hold my love sacred and everlasting. And maybe you will only see me on your last day, but that is enough for me. So please find my hand and allow me to guide you to the most beautiful parts that are waiting for you to see them. Wow. I was not expecting that at all. Oh my God. Thank you, Lucifer. Thank you, Archangel Lucifer. Oh, I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God. Wow. That was so intense and amazing. Thank you guys for allowing me to do that. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Oh my God. What I found to be the most powerful was he showed me what people see. He showed me why people are afraid of him, why people paint him as a villain. Because he is trying to get you to do the hardest thing. Oh my God, I just want to cry again. And like the love that I felt from him was so intense. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you so much for that. I want you guys to experience that too, because that was some of the most intense love that I've ever felt. And I think the only other energy that I've ever felt that intensity of love was Jesus. But I feel like Lucifer might actually be a little bit more intense. Right? Like we never think to call upon him, but every time that I think of him, all I see is light. All I see is this big, enormous light. And basically what he was saying is the reason that he is so bright, the reason that he is the light bringer is because he is bringing us to our light. He is bringing us to the greatest moment or the greatest ability of our light, the truest form of that. And he is unwavering, but he is behind all of our judgments. He is behind all of our resentments and our hatred. And this is how people see him sometimes. If you don't have the ability to connect with your true divinity or try to, this is how you may see him. You may see him in the light of all of, not in the light, but like in the shadow of all of the things that are covering that part of you, because he sits there and he doesn't move. And he waits for you and he calls for you. And he reaches his hand through all of the judgments. This is why we think that he isn't of light, but he is. He is probably one of our strongest allies. And here's Michael and Gabriel helping us to have faith and strength and the ability to hear and see so that we can do this. I'm blown away. This doesn't happen to me that often on live, but my mind is fully blown, fully blown. His power is enormous, and he will sit in the parts of your light that you have turned away from, waiting for you to find him. Always calling you, always calling you. Damn, I'm going to be working with him a lot more now. There's no way. Like, holy shit. That was so powerful. It was so interesting because I think like halfway through his channel, I was having resistance to what he was saying. And he was like, give me a second. I'll explain. And then he goes to explain and I start bawling. That was me crying, guys. I hope you know that was me crying because of the emotion that I felt from him. We have always been told he was in all the bad things that happened to us. Brenda, I think that's because he's right behind all of the terrible things that we do in here, right? All of our intrusive thoughts, all of our hatred for ourselves, all the judgment that we have for ourselves and for others. He is behind that, shining the light through. So if we face those things, if we face our fears, if we face our judgments, that's when we get to find him. And our own light. It's not about him. He's just helping us find ourselves. He's helping us find our true selves. Wow. So let's do some cord cutting. I'm cutting cords with all of my beautiful soul family friends that have joined me today. I'm sending back all of the energies that belong to each one of them back through source with love and light. I'm calling back all of my energies from each one of them through source with love and light. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.